Hello, YouTube. Jay Mason here, and we are coming to you live today. It is Tuesday, and we have our tips and tricks every Tuesday. I am Jay Mason. I'm joined here with my mother, Carol, and our special guest, Joanne. I wanted to jump right in. Joanne, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about who you are and where you're at?
Okay. So first of all, Jay and Carol, thank you so much for having me. It's fun to be here. I've watched your program and I kind of love it, the little tips and tricks. So good to be here. My name is Joanne, and my background is teaching in visual arts and French. I love art. I create art. And I'm still doing some of that, and I'm still doing some teaching, but mostly I work on my digital business. I have worked abroad quite a bit. I lived in Hong Kong for 8 years and then in Venice, Italy for 8 years. And in those places, I was a teacher. And in Venice, I was more of a jack of all trades. I got to use a lot of my language ability and my art ability there in the works that I picked up and did. So I'm back home in Canada. I am from Ontario, Canada. And I appreciate Canada very much. I've lived in other places, so I have things to compare it to. I love the other places I lived as well. We are very fortunate here, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here for, I guess I've been back home for 12 years, and I've been looking after my mom. She's 90. And
Wow.
yeah, she just had her
Beautiful.
birthday. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's pretty much me, I would have to say. Lots of life experiences in there, but that's me in a nutshell.
Excellent. Thank you so much
Wow.
for joining us.
Beautiful. What a life.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Jumping right into our topic. As I said, my name is Jay Mason. I am a digital entrepreneur. I run an online business with my mother. And today's topic, we're talking about wellness and the entrepreneur. So health and wealth is extremely important to all of us here today and to many. And even though our business isn't about selling wellness or health, but it is so important to us as individuals that our business is helping us support that wellness. It is there to help us afford the foods that we want to eat, afford the nutrients that we want to put into our body, afford all these things that are just extras for the average person. So I know working my regular retail job, it pays my bills. It pays me decently. It's not going to be a lawyer salary, but it's paying me decently. And I'm able to afford a place here in Vancouver and eat mostly healthy food. But that's it, mostly healthy. I want to be able to eat really amazing, flavorful, healthy, and abundant food. And I know Mom is right there with me. Mom is way beyond me when it comes to health. And I want her to kind of explain a little bit about what health and wellness means to her.
Well, thank you, Jay. And it's awesome to have you with us, Joanne. I'm really excited about this show today. So, health and wellness is all about having balance with everything, your mind, body, and spirit. For me, it has to include everything. And since joining this business, this online business, it has helped me really realize what's important to me. And what is super important to me is living my best life. And living my best life is being really healthy, body, mind, and soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's my purpose now.
Yeah.
And when I started thinking about the whole wellness thing, there's a word I wanted, but I can't think of it. But anyways, I started thinking about that's my purpose in life, is to help people learn how to be at their best.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be at your best, you have to be healthy,
Yes.
body, mind, and spirit.
Yes, absolutely.
And I thought, yeah, that is my purpose. And purpose is actually fluid and dynamic. It changes over a lifetime.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was stuck because I thought my purpose had to be something specific. I had to either become a teacher, or I had to become, an interior designer, or, like I was looking for something that I could be. Little did I know that as I grew into, I'm not going to say adult, because I was into my 50s before I realized this. But as I grew in life, I realized that life's purpose changes.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have a vision to serve. I have a vision to help people realize their best life, because I have discovered that.
That's right. And you've
I've
seen that it's
discovered how to live
important to
my
you.
best life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thanks, Carol. I just sort of clicked in with when you said I didn't do this till I was 50. Well, when I was growing up, we were very much into health, but it was sort of second nature to me. I think I took it for granted. My parents would grow everything that we ate. And my mom made cheese. My dad made wine. Everything that we
Wow.
consumed was organic in the true sense, and so good. And then I left home, went to university, started working, and that whole thing. I remember going to the grocery store and not wanting to buy meat for the longest time because it didn't feel right. But then and at that time, I didn't know you could go to a local farm and pick up, something that's of better quality. It didn't even occur to me, even though I'd been brought up that way. And then, being healthy, vibrant, young, you just go forth. And I lived life very much to the fullest, and thanks to my health as well. Then that whole, I was saying before, I was teaching abroad. I was in Hong Kong. I was in Venice, Italy. And, everything that I had, it sort of came crashing down due to a curveball in life, and it was more to do with health. And all of a sudden, that vibrancy was leaving, all the things. And it's hard to know what you have until it's gone.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate people who just, being really healthy and yet still having this healthy mindset right from the get-go and maintaining that health. Mind you, we all have our own journeys, right? So
Absolutely.
Somebody can live a crazy life and smoke and do what, drink and eat whatever they want and be healthy. So we're all different. But I did definitely embrace wellness. I started researching it and have researched it for maybe 15 years now, and know that, like you said, Carol, it's a balancing act. If you're out of balance, it could be because you're not eating the right foods, getting enough sleep. Your thoughts could be toxic.
Yeah.
People that you're with are toxic. Not, they're maybe not the best people for you. Everyone has their own, problems and their own journey in life and what they're going through. So you just have to decide how you fit into that. You can't change people or try to
Exactly.
change, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, and speaking about finding a journey, like finding a path, one of the big reasons why I started this online business was I was coming up to my 40th birthday. So I was in my late 30s. And I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I knew I ate decent. Of course, I was like organic and healthy. But I ate decent. I didn't binge on garbage. Yes, I still had cakes and stuff like that, but in moderation. But I was always, always, always tired and fatigued, and I had no energy, and I couldn't figure it out. And I just needed to find an answer. And that's what I did, is I put myself on a wellness journey and a health, started my health journey. And I said to myself, I need to find an answer and get there. And one of the questions that I sent out to the universe, and I say this in so many of our lives here, is what am I going to do? Because I couldn't see myself living in this fatigued state, working in retail, on my feet, 40 hours a week, and then unable to cook at home at the end of the day. Like I need to be able to find the energy. So I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I needed to find an answer. Where is my next step? What is going to take me through until I'm retired and beyond, right? Because I needed to find something that I knew I could be sustained with. So I sent that out to the universe, and that's when this business showed up in my lap, as well as I followed my health journey. And that's when I finally got a naturopath doctor, and I went and got a diagnosis on my celiac. And then I started correcting my diet that way, right? Because yes, you can eat amazingly healthy, but when somebody like me who's celiac is consuming healthy foods, but they contain gluten, you're poisoning your body and you're damaging yourself, and then your body doesn't absorb the nutrients that are in these healthy foods. So I've been on this amazing journey, and if it wasn't for this online business, I don't think I would be in the same spot. And this business is just, not only has it brought funds to be able to eat healthier, it has given us like-minded people to surround myself with, to people
Exactly.
who are going to be there to support us, not necessarily in my celiac journey, but people who have like mind in health, like mind in wellness, like mind in business, like mind in family. And it's just a total change from what I was used to. I was used to going to work and relating to the people at work with work, and that's it. Come home and relate to my friends with some things, but a lot of my friends weren't really interested in the same things. Like you, Joanne, I'm an artist. I'm a makeup artist by trade. I've been doing makeup since the late 90s, and I've been educated since 2010 in makeup. And I love doing not only makeup, but sculpting and painting and stuff like that as well. So my friends, they're engineers. Like, I don't relate to them outside
It's
of
hard to be in the arts, Jay.
yeah. So it's amazing that this business has brought so many people who are just the average Joe. They don't need to be super highly educated.
It's all about mindset.
Exactly.
So yeah, a healthy mind is what we're learning in this business, and we're surrounded by people that have that same mindset.
Yes, and you learn a lot from illness as well, Jay, like I'm sure you did, right? You learn a lot because it's almost like your body is saying no all of a sudden. And my body basically had to scream at me because I wasn't listening very well, because I wasn't prepared to let go of my life. I loved my life. I was teaching abroad. I was traveling abroad. I was running art exams in different parts of the world. So I didn't want to let go. And when you don't listen to your body, then it will scream.
Yeah.
Will break down even further. And when you're not used to being ill, and it's like what you said, Jay, about being tired. I might have said, oh, I'm feeling really tired. And then a friend would say, oh, I'm tired too. But it's not the same.
No.
There's a big difference between being tired and being fatigued.
Yeah.
Fatigue, I wasn't tired. I didn't need the sleep. I just didn't have the energy to get up off my sofa.
Exactly. And like you just don't even have the energy to go through anything. So begins the path to learning more. And a friend of mine said, Joanne, you've learned so much in the past 15, 20 years. You're very selfish. You should be sharing this information. But it's also like what you said, Jay, about you're eating healthy. You were eating healthy, but those healthy foods weren't necessarily your friends. So I always say to everyone, everything has a good, I'm just going to say it. Everything has energy. So I have to say,
absolutely.
I studied NAET, N-A-E-T, in Holland. And it is an allergy elimination technique. And it shows you how the body's energy can weaken if you're eating something that it it doesn't agree with. Like an orange is healthy,
Mm.
but
Mhm.
you can't eat that. And so, yes, as you were saying, Jay, being healthy, having the drive, having the motivation, having a clear mind, those are all very, very special gifts.
Yeah.
And when you start losing them, it's quite frightening. Now, for me, I was working at home. I came home back to Canada. My life started changing considerably, and I worked from home, teaching, doing art commissions. And then one day, I woke up and said, "This is not going to see me through retirement," because, Jay,
Mhm.
again, as you were saying, it's expensive when you have something that needs to be treated with alternatives.
Yeah.
You need the money.
Yeah.
So I knew that something had to happen, and that's when I went searching for my business, because I knew that financially I could recuperate my losses and
Mhm.
get myself back on track, because I am heading towards retirement. And I would have been okay hadn't I, had I not had this curveball. But yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what happens. Life throws you curveballs and you have to know what to do. But in order to know that, I'm going to talk about being present.
Yes.
Because when I was not present, when I was in my head, my mind could not figure it out.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to listen to the energy coming through to the universe trying to talk to me because I wasn't present.
Mm-hmm.
And being present is another health thing for
Mm-hmm.
me. Like I I am obsessed with all of the components surrounding health. I've just hopped onto a plant-based journey, and
Mm-hmm.
I am absolutely in love with it and how it makes my body feel. I I didn't hop on because I was afraid of eating meat. It just kind of happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I'm present with my life.
Mhm.
And I'm noticing all of these little things that are showing up.
That's
And
right.
I'm taking action with that, with what's showing up. And I am in um, uh, I'm aligned with the flow of life, with
Mm-hmm.
with how it's flowing. You know, I,
When you when
I'm struggling with how to describe that, but
well, when you're present.
I know that you can explain that.
No, I'm not gonna. I love that you said being present, because when you're present, then you enhance awareness.
Yeah,
And one of the hardest things to do, which I've had to learn so many modalities just to make it through a day. Um, One of them is called the lightning process, and it incorporates neuro-linguistic programming.
okay, yeah,
And in order to be present, well, you are present, but in order to change a thought pattern or a feeling or something negative, you have to be able to spot it first.
Mhm.
And
exactly,
if you're present, you can spot it.
yeah,
I wasn't. I mean, when I was living in Hong Kong, I was going through the motions. I was having fun. I was healthy. I didn't have to think about all this stuff. But I think we all do need to think about this to maintain what we have.
absolutely,
And you don't know, like, something like this may have happened anyway, because maybe it was meant to be. I have no idea. All I know is that it has taught me a lot. I wish I had learned it in a different way, but it has taught me a lot. So I love what you said about being present, because one of the most difficult things is to spot when you're going into that downward spiral, whether it be with thoughts or with the foods you're eating or anything, is to come back to the
yeah,
body.
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
said, you are always in your mind, and coming back to the body is so
yeah,
very
absolutely.
important.
I
Excellent.
do.
I know we
I know
never like to
we've
cut.
gone way over.
What have we?
We like to try to keep it around 15 minutes because
Okay.
that's a good attention span. But I don't mind going over. We've gone over. That's okay because we're so passionate about this topic. I know everybody is. And we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Joanne, for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
You really help us propel the conversation, and it was amazing. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's out there watching, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. If you love who we are and you love our conversations, we try to do this. We're going to cut back and do it every second Tuesday because every Tuesday is starting to feel a little bit much, but that's fine. We're going to be here every second Tuesday live with a new guest. And if you want to hear from us, click the subscribe button and ring the bell, and it'll be sending you notifications when we come live. If you are interested in joining or starting your own online business, just like Mom and I have, and Joanne, it is easy to do. There is a free to watch live webinar. Everybody around the world is able to watch it. So click the link in the description there and register your spot, and you will be directed to a live webinar starting tonight in, what is it, 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours?
2.5 maybe.
My math is terrible.
2.5.
2.5 hours. So yeah, click the link, register, and we hope to see you guys on the inside. I don't know if anybody has any closing remarks regarding wellness, but I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I'll leave it up to Mom to say goodbye, and Joanne as well.
Thank you.
I don't have any closing remarks without starting a new topic. So
I know.
Bye.
I think Carol, we could talk about this
Again,
for
thank
hours.
you, Joanne. Yes, we could.
Yeah. So I just want to thank both of you. It's great to meet you. Finally, we hadn't met before. So just thanks for the invite. And now I know I've got someone I can talk to about wellness as well.
Yes. Yay. Thank you guys. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the inside. Bye now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.